Hey guys, my name's Rob of Feedback Ranch, little digital marketing and website company here out of Minneapolis. I'm going to show you 8 best practices of websites for contractors and builders, whether you're a remodeler, a new home builder, or maybe you're like a concrete contractor doing patios, or maybe you're doing anything. You know, it could be a masonry company doing chimneys or exterior stone, whatever that is. We would love to help you with your website. Contact us at feedbackranch.com, but I'm going to dive right into this. There are 8 best practices for your website so that it actually works, right? And that I just want you to know that we've done hundreds of websites, and we can make sure that you keep a steady flow of leads coming in and that you actually dominate your region. But what is it that goes into a website that causes it to be better, right? Why is it that some websites are so terrible compared to the others? I just want to show you a couple of the websites that we do. So we built Country Creek Builders, and he is swimming in basement jobs, bathrooms, kitchens. He is absolutely dominating. Another company that we have here, we've got Landmark Exteriors, another company that we're having phenomenal results with, and he does roofing, siding, decks, and exteriors. If you need an exteriors website, or if you're looking to drive leads with Google Ads and whatnot, we will build you a fantastic website that not only ranks for these individual pages and keywords, but shows off your work in a compelling way, and it loads quick and it actually works. We have some of the best construction websites out there, and they rank for SEO, and we build ads that will actually convert. We've got another guy here. We got quite a few of them. We've got New Spaces Remodeling, a great design build remodeler. And boy, this customer, we show off their fantastic work. We have a whole project gallery system where you can see what they've done. You can check out their kitchens, their bathrooms, and as you get into bathrooms, you can click through and see each individual thing. So not only do we have this little system to show off their work and all the befores and afters, but we also help them with their video, and we'll get into that. That's super important. So I just want to show you we're credible. Not only do their websites look really nice and show off their work and build trust and credibility, which causes people to take a step with them, but we also use advertising to dominate and create tons and tons of leads for them. And not only just any leads, but the ability to genuinely drive high converting leads. So whether you're a really simple operation, in fact, we do this with Imperial Seal is another one. This is a seal coating company. They got kind of a cool little thing going here with their residential properties. It's just very simple before and after call to action, but it's our advertising and our remarketing and our targeting with Google Ads is what really helps them dominate. We've got Christian Brothers, CBC Twin Cities. This is another client of ours that we have just absolutely swimming in foundation work. So their foundation business, because you get here and you trust them. You see their reviews, you see their work. There's an organization, they rank for all the keywords that they actually need. So foundation repair is a big one, and we get them backlinks to their foundation repair pages. And the whole thing is really built to show off their work, to rank in SEO, to cause conversions to happen. Or you might even, like we've got Barefoot Lawn and Snow if you're a lawn care business. These guys are out of Rochester, Minnesota. And I tell you what, this is a simple site that has absolutely transformed his life. This, along with our Google Ads, has really gotten him to a point where he's able to just be swimming in new business, having a ton of success. Another guy would be Frederickson Masonry. This guy, we have him swimming in chimney repair business. So we use Google Ads, and he has a ton of Google reviews. That's one of the main things we had him focus on. And then we do some SEO copywriting in there so that it actually converts. We've built Frederickson Contracting, which is, I just talked to him the other day. He's like, Rob, ever since we got our new website and you set up our system, we have so much business and such better business than we've ever had before. And it's because we have the ability to rank for multiple keywords. So he can rank for kitchen remodeling, basement remodeling. We can show off his work. We can show off his reviews. Like, he's built to actually convert rather than just be set up. So what is it that actually causes this? I'm going to dive right into it, guys. I just wanted to show you that we are credible. We do this. So the number one thing that you can do is you can focus on clarity of your messaging, okay? When you get to a website, it cannot be muddled. You have to understand exactly what's going on for your customers, right? When they get there, that messaging can't be weird. It's Frederickson Contracting, Minnesota, South Metro Twin Cities Remodeler. We're not your typical design build remodeler. We're a carpentry first remodeler. What does carpentry first mean? It means value. You build your ideas, we connect you to the most competitive suppliers, and then we transform your home, usually for a much lower investment than the typical design build firms in the Twin Cities. That I worked so hard to identify that process and system for him versus some of my other clients who are definitely a lot different, right? So Country Creek here, he's a design. So Country Creek builders, South Metro Twin Cities. What we really wanted to do is we wanted to do basement finishing. So we've worked really hard, but you notice this very clear. Country Creek Builders, South Metro Twin Cities, home and commercial remodeling contractor. I know exactly what's going on. The messaging is clear. You get it. But if you don't have those clear words right off the bat, it's not going to work. So that's number one. Number two, there should be an authentic look and feel and great branding. When you get to your website, it shouldn't look like it was just made in Southeast Asia with stock photography. It should actually look like you. This is his actual work here in Minneapolis. And when you get to a website and it's branded and the colors and the imagery and everything is done to their own look and feel and it's authentic, what you're going to find is that people are much more likely to choose you because it's not just nonsense. That it's a huge deal. You've got to make sure that your website has an authentic look and feel to it rather than looking so stock and then everything. This is from don't choose a template, get custom. And it doesn't have to be super expensive either. So that's number two is look authentic and get good branding. Branding means a good logo with colors, secondary colors and off colors. And then you get typography that makes sense and it's coherent. There should be an organized structure to the whole thing. When you get in there, you really want to make sure that your fonts, your colors and everything is playing well with each other, that there's a coherence with what you're doing. And you'll see, I think that we just do a fantastic, I know we do. These people, they're making a lot of money because of this. So we just want you to know that that's a big deal. Number three is you want to build credibility and trust with reviews and examples of your work. Number three, reviews and examples of your work. Now, this guy, we're getting new reviews going, but I should be able to come to your website, hit reviews and see your house reviews, your Google reviews. Not only that, but if you can, you want to expand this into a bigger situation where not only are the Google reviews here, but maybe what you do is you have client reviews and client testimonials. So that's something that we've been doing on each sub page here for example, for Country Creek Builders, we've got videos. So we will go out and film videos for people. If you're in the Twin Cities, if you're in the Twin Cities, we can do this for you. If you're somewhere else, we can collaborate with you, but get clients telling about their stories. Show
the
off your work.
Was completely unfinished basement space. It had served our family well for years.
Show the payoff right away, the before and after right away. Get that on your website because you can use it in multiple places. But if you don't show off your work, so here's all the videos of his work for basements. And it's absolutely stunning what will happen as you go through here. And when you see the examples of their work that they've done, that is going to cause people to trust you. So customer reviews, customer testimonials, and then the work that you've done is what's going to cause people to trust you and see you as credible. They're going to take a step with you. And you go to Feedback Wrench, which is my website. Couple of things. Number one, you're going to see all of our reviews get loaded up right away. So we have 89. I think I just got my 90th 5-star review for our company, which we're super proud of. And if you go to reviews, you can see reviews. But here, you're going to see what goes into a high converting website. And that's kind of what I'm reading off of or working off of. You have, does it look good? Does it say the right things? And then how do you build credibility? There's 3 major ways you build credibility: customer reviews, customer testimonials, and examples of your work. So that is number 3. You've got to build credibility with trust and reviews, or build trust and credibility with reviews and examples of your work. Number 4, you got to focus on local SEO. Okay. So if I were to just jump on here, what you need to know is that remodelers near me, you get a shortcut to dominate that other people don't. So you have Google Ads up here, which is super competitive on some of these keywords. And then what you have is you have the Google My Business. This local is everything. Local Google My Business is where you can win. And we know we have a strategy that works to get you ranking really high on that. And you kind of start with a good website, your Google My Business, then you get as many reviews as you can. You build out your website as deep as you can. You have a services system. I'll hit on that in a second. Eventually, what you want is you need more backlinks to your website. You need location pages. You need services pages. There's a bunch that goes into it, but at its most basic, you just need to focus on this Google My Business, and the thing you can do that will work no matter what, whether you work with a firm or do it on yourself, get reviews from as many people as you can. Here's a quick tip. I don't want to belabor this. I'm going to move on to the next point, but we get it. Getting reviews for construction is hard. And the reason why it's hard, it's okay. It's hard because you're going to the well so many times, the trust well, many times throughout the project, because you're doing a difficult thing. You're doing construction. Construction's not easy. So it makes sense that by the time you're done, you kind of tiptoe out the front door. The customer's happy with what they want. You don't want to disrupt it. If you were to ask, like, is there anything else I can do for you? They'd probably bring up 5 more things, because it's an unending, like, well, I guess this could be smoother, or that tile's a little off, or whatever it is, right? So I understand that a lot of times you don't want to go back to it, but if you build the expectation and cause them to really like you, eventually you can just send them a text and say, hey, it would mean so much to us if you gave a Google review that says that we actually remodeled your basement, we did your patio, and that you like it. I know that this is a process. And if you frame up the process of construction to people, they get it, that this is not something that's easy. There's going to be change orders. There's going to be difficulties. You can get more reviews, but that's huge. Focus on local search. That is the number one thing for you. Number 5, get professional photos in your gear and hats, okay? I can't emphasize this enough. This is probably more home services than anything. But, when it came to Frederickson Contracting here, he's a great guy. I told him, grab a shirt and let's go get a picture of you, for crying out loud. It's part of that authentic look and feel. Like, let's actually make your stuff look like you, right? Another example that we did this for was, there was Applied Power. This site's not quite done yet. We're still doing it. They have a big warehouse with a bunch of warehouse stuff. We made some shirts and some hats and threw some shirts on some people, and then we went and did some photography for them. And that photography makes it so that we have some clear stuff. We just get some professional photography. Another example of this would be, we've got what is it? We've got Albright Home Services. These guys threw some shirts on, got their truck. Get in front of your truck and take some cool photos. And what'll happen is you will start to get, so this is him on the phone. He's actually there. Here's a photo of him and his sons. Here's them actually doing the windows. And as you go through this, you're going to find that by having good imagery with you and your team, you just genuinely, your site's going to look better. Everything's going to look better. So just get some imagery that works. It's huge. It really enhances your website. That's a huge tip. Go do that. Hire us to do it if you're local here, but otherwise other people can. Number 6, build a robust service page system, okay? So every service that you have needs to have its own page. This is a great example of it, right? Window cleaning, gutter covers, roof heat cables, pressure and soft watching. Each one of these look different. They're optimized for SEO different. They will communicate to Google My Business what you do, and it will help you rank for more keywords. When we're in the remodelers here, you got to have a service page for each type of service. Kitchens, bathrooms, and basements all get their own additions, commercial jobs. They all get their own pages. And the reason why, so here on an exteriors, right, we're going to show you services. All services, there's an all services page. Then as you come through, you got exterior painting, decks, siding, roofing. We got it up in the menu or the navigation. We've got it on this page. We've got it down here in the footer. Throughout the entire website, we have it sprinkled throughout. In fact, I usually put a UI really top so that we're communicating what is the most important thing that we do. We do these services, and you can hop through each one of these. And by having a page for each one of them, so this siding and exterior remodels, right? That's different than roof repair. And if you don't have a page for each one of these, you're not going to rank. Again, New Spaces, for example, they do a great job of this. We've got couple other guys here that I think are worth looking at. We've got Logan Construction. This is another, they do decks and exterior and remodels, window replacement, right? So what we do here is by having each page have its own set of images and it's optimized for this sub landing page, you're going to rank for more keywords. If you don't do that, it's incredibly hard to rank for more keywords, but also if you run Google Ads to these, you get a thing where your search term, so if you run for window company near me or window replacement versus roofing, if you have that sub ad group in Google Ads have its own landing page that's hyper optimized for it, when you have a keyword and the ad and the landing page have a super relevance between each other, you get a high Google ad rank, which dramatically lowers your cost per click, and it will increase your conversion because Google thinks it's good and it actually is good. So these service pages are enormous. Not only do you want to have these pages, but as you blog throughout your website, you want to point to these core websites. Your homepage and these sub-services pages end up being your most important pages throughout your entire website, and that's that next tip. So number 6 was build a robust service page so that you can actually see all the services that you do, and we can do this for you, right? We really make this easy. Now, number 7, you need clear and compelling calls to action, right? So as you go through this website, we have get a quote, call, get a quote, call. As you scroll down, you'll see them again. See reviews, that's a call to action. And we have schedule a consultation. So no matter where you are, we are not very far away from getting a click and a review and book a consultation. When you get to the homepage, it's all over the place, right? Get a quote, see reviews, get a quote right here. As you go through this, we have more and more of them. You have to have clear and compelling calls to action. You want to repeat them throughout the page so that they see what's going on. You should never be very far away from a clean get a quote. Make it simple. Have your contact information there too, because some people just want to call you, right? So make sure that you focus on those clear and compelling calls to action. That's number 7. And then number 8, you got to get remarketing going. Okay, so here's what remarketing is. We install the Google and Facebook, LinkedIn, and even TikTok pixel so that once you've been to your website, we can create an audience out of those people. Once they're an audience in Google, we can create a thing where we would run ads. Here's an example of some remarketing ads that we do for an accountant. We're doing this right now, right? So he's in Miami. We fix your bad bookkeeping, right? Get an S-Corp. And these will show up on Facebook. They'll show up on Google Display. They'll show up on LinkedIn. And we're able to do remarketing. So if people have already been to your website, we can show up and show them things, right? Another thing that you'll want to know is that YouTube remarketing bumper ads are super powerful, okay? We love doing YouTube bumper ads. Here's an example of a YouTube bumper ad, and I'll be done. I'm telling you guys, if you do these simple things, you're going to have a high converting website. We can do them for you. We're pretty affordable. When you go to our pricing page here, it's either $25, $55, $75, or $9,500. We have payment pricing plans or payment options where you can pay us monthly. We will do all the writing. We get you set up. But here's an example of really simple bumper ads. So here's a really simple bumper ad.
We're Lonsdale Auto Works, and we're just a couple of minutes down the road from New Prague, Elko New Market, Visalia, and 35W. When you need brakes, oil changes, tire alignments, or major auto repairs, check us out at LonsdaleAutoWorksInc.com. That's LonsdaleAutoWorksInc.com.
So super simple. And then we come down here. Here's another accountant. These are just some quick examples that we have. But I'm telling you,
if you own a small business, don't settle for a typical tax preparer at the end of the year or doing it yourself. Connect with us here at Passageway Financial out of the North Metro Twin Cities.
Anyways, guys, you get that remarketing going. You show those to people who've been on your website. What you're going to do is you're going to close more, because most people don't take a step right away. Most people do some homework, look around, take a step away from it, and then come back to it. They usually come back to sites and this problem solving like 8 to 15 times, depending on how big your project is. So make sure that you do these things. Hopefully this is helpful. Good luck. God bless. Give us a call here at Feedback Wrench. Go to feedbackwrench.com or 952-200-8073. That's 952-200-8073. We'd love to serve you.